All right, so I am cutting my losses with this thing. I've pulled the battery out of it because it seems like a good battery. Get the seat off of it right now. I might leave that off and put that away in storage where it won't get harmed because it seems to be in good shape. But I'm done with this thing. This thing was basically ruined by incompetence. So the woman who owned this bike before didn't know anything about motorcycles clearly, and I imagine didn't do any work herself on this thing, which is fine. But apparently she had people work on it that also did not know what they were doing. And I am just done trying to fight with their incompetence. So gonna chalk this up to an expensive mistake. And I'm going to toss this in storage. I don't know what I'm going to ultimately do with it. Probably sell it off as parts or as a project. Somebody take a hit on it at some point. But I don't want to think about this for the next, I don't know, few months probably. I'm done. So I'm going to throw this into storage today, and I'm not going to think about it ever again. And I'm going to get my 1200, Sportster 1200 out here. And I just need to do possibly just carburetor boot. Have the seals for the manifold and the carburetor. Hopefully it's just the boot, because I started getting some symptoms of potential air leak after I did the choke cable, and I had to pull the carburetor off to do that, but I didn't have to do anything with the manifold. So it's possible that the boot itself just got damaged when I did that, or maybe it was already kind of worn out and taking the carburetor off and putting it back on again was the last straw. Or maybe I'll have to take the manifold off and do the seals on that one like I did on this one to no avail. But either way, you're not going to see this thing on the channel ever again. This thing's history. Let's get this. And the boot came off with it. Oh. Well, it wasn't properly seated in there. You can tell it deformed the rubber. So this may, it split it a little too. So this may definitely be the problem. You can see it's kind of, it's misshapen now. As a result, you can see how it's curled in on this side. So maybe it is indeed just the boot. I'm hoping that that is the case. So I've got the whole set of seals here. So I've got this set of seals here. I'll extract just the boot for the carburetor. I do have also the seals for the manifold if necessary, but hopefully we're going to just replace the boot and that'll be it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this seated on the manifold, and I've got some, in the other garage I'm going to have to go get some assembly lube. All right. Okay, let me give her a little, put on my seat. Get a little bit of lubrication on the inside of this, just so the carburetor will slip on nice and easy and won't cause any kind of problems like that. Just where I feel like I might have rubbed it off a little bit. All right. Okay. All right, now, just gonna pop this back in. And hopefully now, we're gonna run the way it did when I got it. It's okay. I just want to make sure this is in there straight, because when I put this backing plate back on, it's going to push this on. I don't want it to damage the seal like last time. I think it's on there good. All right, reassembly, I guess, right? Oh, I'm getting grease on my chrome. All right, so this is a quick turnaround on this thing, get it off the lift. Choke. What's that like? Come on. Sounding good. All right, well, I'm going to get this off of the lift and put it back in the great room. And maybe I'll even put the shovel head out here, but I don't think that we're going to cover anything with the shovel head in this video, although shovel head is out and in the sun right now. So let's take a look at it in the sun. Isn't she pretty? Haven't fired it up, well, since the last YouTube video I did when I fired it up. So what do I have on order for this thing right now? Front brakes. I've got front brake pads for it on order. I don't have really much in the way of front brakes on this. The back brakes actually do work, and there is some pedal there. So the back brakes, the master cylinder, and the caliper probably are all right. And I've checked and looked, and it looks like there's decent pad on there. It's getting good oil pressure. I have a battery coming for it, not the right battery, but the right battery is like, they want like $100 for it, and this thing doesn't have electric start. I've been running it just with the battery from my dirt bike, which is the right size, so I just ordered that, and it was $30. So no problem, non-electric start bike. It's probably going to be fine. What else did I order for this? Oh, fork seals as well. As you can see, this isn't exactly right, but it does leak, mostly on this side. I think you can see the stuff here, and when I had it on the trailer, bringing it home, it actually started dripping a little off the bottom. So because I had the forks compressed a little bit during the ride, so I'm sure that's the reason why it started to weep a little bit there. But yeah, so the other thing I ordered for it was replacement for these guys, because you can see this is the rubber all coming apart there. And I ordered actually some little mini floorboards. I'm going to see how that goes and see if that's a little bit more comfortable for me. The other thing I need on this thing are grips. You can see this is all duct taped or electrical taped up right now, and it actually spins on the, it's not great. So I'm going to have to replace this. I'm thinking I might do the little leather wraps. I haven't decided exactly how to handle that. Maybe I have to replace this and then do that. I don't know. So that's on the list too. Let's see, did I do it? Did I have anything else on order? This doesn't need much. I have the intake. Okay, unfortunately, camera cut out on me there. So got everything back in the house now in the great room, and going to have the Sportster probably out in the wind tomorrow. It's going to be a good day, I think, to take it for a test drive. But this thing, yeah, so that's everything I've got on order for this. I also have some intake seals for it, but I may or may not need that. We'll see how she runs. I've also done the wiring to the lights on the dashboard, except for the generator light. I've got the oil light wired up, and the blue light in the middle, which I assume was a high beam indicator, I've now got wired for neutral light, and I've got a connector on order for that to plug into the neutral switch, and hopefully that's going to work fine as well. I haven't yet figured out my speedo problem, because it seems like my transmission isn't set up for Speedo drive. Even though there's a drive unit in there and a cable hooked up to it, it doesn't spin. So I'm trying to figure out if I can do something where I can put a drive unit for a Speedo on the right side of my front wheel. Hopefully this is a spacer here and I can mess with the length of that and get a maybe a drive unit in there that interfaces with the hub possibly, and then maybe I can drive my Speedo from that. But haven't figured that out yet. But that's all easy stuff, and mostly this thing is almost ready to go out on the road. Just brakes and you know, that's really the only major thing that it actually needs, and then just fluids and stuff. So pretty much all set to get going on that. And the Sportster, I think she's ready to go out tomorrow.